Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a makeup review for you and it is my review on the Fenty Beauty line. I know I'm very late in doing this, but in truth they were out of stock of my shade of the foundation for a really long time and I wanted to wait until I had that to show you because that's what we're all really excited about, but I have it now, so here we are. So I have three different things that I'm going to show you today. One is of course the Pro Filter foundation, the other is one of the Kilowatt highlighter duos, and finally I have one of the matchsticks to show you as well. So I have primed my face already and I'm going to get started with the foundation. So it comes in a frosted glass bottle like this. It's quite heavy, feels nice. I really like the packaging, it's nice and simple and chic. Yeah, looks good. So this is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and they've described it as a medium to full coverage, and it's supposed to be matte but with a real skin finish rather than chalky or cakey. So let's see if it lives up to it. Now I have used this a couple of times already and I do really like it, but I haven't gone for a really full coverage effect, so we're going to try that today and really road test it. I am the shade 120, which is I think the lightest or second lightest neutral shade, and I'll just pump a little bit out onto my hand so you can see it. That's what it looks like, and I'm just going to dot that around on my face. And I'm going to take a damp beauty blender to blend that out. One thing I have noticed with this is that it does dry down quite quickly. So you've got a little bit of time to work, but not a huge amount. You do have to be quite quick. And it is really buildable. Like I said, I've not really done a full coverage look with it, but you can really sheer it out, particularly with a damp sponge, to give you a more natural coverage. And I really like it for that. It works really well. And I think this is a pretty good shade match for me. There you go, so you can see how it looks, and that was one pump blended out. So you can see that's not full coverage. There's little areas of pigmentation and just some redness where I've had some blemishes that's still peeking through. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit more in those areas. And it is really lightweight, like I don't feel like adding more is overdoing it. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey on the skin. Feels really nice. There we go. Now I know in the monitor it does look really pale on me, but it does dry down a little bit darker. Once it's dried down, this is a pretty good match for me. I know it looks a little bit light at the moment. So I'm just going to apply some concealer. I'm going to go in with my Revlon Colour Stay concealer, and this is in the shade 01, which is Fair. I need a new one of these, it's really running out. So as usual, I will link all the products that I'm using down below, especially the Fenty stuff. I believe the foundation sells for £26. The only place you can get it in the UK is at Harvey Nichols, but you can order online. But I would say if you've not been colour matched for the foundation before, definitely go, because the big draw of this foundation is there are 40 different shades. So there should be something for everyone, but that's a lot of shades, and I don't know about you, but £26, though a good price for what it is, it's still more than I'd want to gamble on getting the wrong shade, so definitely go to a counter and get colour matched. That's what I did, and then, like I said, they were out of stock of it, so I just waited until it came back in stock and then I ordered online. So next we're going to contour, and I'm going to use the matchsticks in Amber. So that's what it looks like. They come in this hexagonal tube. The kind of theme that she's got going with a lot of the compacts and the matchsticks is this geometric shape. I think it looks really cool, and it's got the little Fenty Beauty logo embossed on there. I can't show you because I only have one, but these are magnetic, so if you have a bunch of them they can all stick together, which isn't really essential, but it's kind of a cool feature. So this is what it looks like. It's quite a chunky little stick. I have been using this for a while. I wouldn't say it's something that I use every day, but I really like the colour of it. It's really good for contouring and it does stay put, especially if I'm doing a more full coverage or like a night out look. It is something that I tend to reach for. So I'm just going to pop this on the cheekbones and on my forehead. One thing I will say about this, I don't cream contour a lot, so maybe I don't have much to compare it to, but it's not as creamy as I perhaps expected. It's a little bit drier, but it does mean that you don't actually use very much product, so I think this is going to last a really long time. And the best way I've found to blend that out is, again, taking my damp sponge and just working in little circles. Now again, like the foundation, you do have a little bit of time to work with it, but once it's dried down it kind of doesn't move, so you've got to work reasonably quickly. And there's a whole bunch of different shades in the matchstick. So there's the contours, there's some that are meant to be used as, I think, concealers. I haven't tried those ones. And then there's some that are highlight shades, and they're definitely worth checking out. And I'm just going to take the tip to do the nose. There we go, so you can see that it actually blends out really nicely, and because it's a slightly more ashy toned rather than being too warm, it's a really nice contour shade. I'm just going to add a little bit more towards the back. There we are. And you can see as the foundation's starting to settle, the colour match is a lot better. It's not quite as light as when it first went on. I'm just going to throw on some brows because this is looking a little bit weird. That's better, they were looking a little bit lost. So now I'm going to show you the Kilowatt highlighter duo, and the one I have is in Mean Money and Hustler Baby. And what you get with these, you can probably tell I've been using this one quite a lot. So this is Mean Money, which is a more kind of matte highlighter. It's got a slight pearlescentness to it, but it's not that sort of blinding shimmery highlight, so it's a lot more subtle. And then Hustler Baby is this kind of champagne, really pretty shimmery shade. So there's lots of these different duos available in different shades, and then there's also a couple of singles. There's Trophy Wife, which is the really famous yellow gold that has been everywhere and everyone's been obsessed with. I'm too pale to pull that off, I just can't do it. I think if you're tanned or you're darker skinned, it is going to look so beautiful on you, but it's just too yellow for somebody as pale as me. Alternatively, if you're a pale girl and you found a way to rock it, then you do you. But I find that these shades are a little bit more suitable for my skin tone. So I'm going to go in with Hustler Baby. I'm just going to take my little fluffy brush and pop it on the cheekbones. It's such a pretty colour. And it's not kind of chunky or glittery looking, it really gives you that kind of wet look. I hope it's picking up on the camera. Just take it up above the brows and just a touch on my chin. And I'm just going to take my finger and put a little in the cupid's bow. Sorry if my voice is a little bit hoarse today, I feel like I'm getting sick. So there, hopefully you can see that. I absolutely adore this colour, it's really, really pretty. And yeah, it just gives you that kind of glow from within. It doesn't look super sparkly or weird. It's really, really nice. I love it. Okay, so that is all the products used. I'm just going to go and do the rest of my makeup and then I will check back in with you. There we go, so this is how it is looking with all of my makeup done. I have to say other products layer really nicely on top of it. I really like how the foundation looks. Like I said before, it doesn't feel heavy or cakey. The finish is really nice, and though it is matte, when they say soft matte, that is kind of accurate because the skin does still have life to it. It doesn't look powdery or chalky or anything like that. And I have quite dry skin, so for a matte foundation to look good on me is quite impressive. And if you want to see how I created the look that I'm wearing, I have just filmed a tutorial on it, so that will be up on my channel very soon. I've got some stuff that I need to go and do, so I will check back in with you in a little bit. Okay, so it's about 11 o'clock at night now, so it's been about 7 hours, and I think everything is still looking pretty good. The foundation is held up really well. It's stayed pretty matte. I have a little bit of oil coming through around my nose and just on my forehead, but I don't think it looks bad at all. The highlight has held up really, really well. It still looks good. The contour has faded a little bit, but I think in general everything is looking pretty nice still. I actually almost prefer the way that it looks now compared to when it was freshly applied, just because I usually like more of a hydrated finish, and I think it genuinely does have a really natural skin finish. It doesn't look cakey or heavy, it hasn't sort of broken down or separated too much. There's a little bit just here where it's starting to break down, and on my chin a little bit as well, but I feel like that always happens to me because I touch my face a lot. But no, in general, I would say that the Fenty Beauty line is a hit with me. I'm really excited to see what else Rihanna has to come. So yeah, it's a thumbs up from me. Okay, it's really late now. I'm going to take off my makeup and go to bed. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me comments and let me know what you thought. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!